Hello, wrestling fans, VHS fans, and welcome to NDT Collects Wrestling Plus VHS.
The following segment has been brought to you by NDT Collects Wrestling Plus VHS.
Wrestling fans, VHS fans, I've got another package through the mail. We're going to dig right into it and see what we got here real fast, folks. Dig into it. Let's cut her open. If I can get it open. Oh yes, coming along so nicely now. Come on now. Just like open. Make a little noise, yeah. There we go. There we go. Packed in here, packed in here. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's pull out some bubble wrap. First off, right off the top, here it goes. We see the big box VHS. We have Poltergeist. Poltergeist Part 1. Big case, flap. Opens up like so. Big case, flap, Poltergeist, MGM. Be Kind Rewind. Yes. Used to belong to Buy My Home Video. Long time ago. Some video store at one time. This is MGM. Big box case, Poltergeist. Next up we have, who is this? Mel Brooks video is Young Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein. Next up we have, what is this? Beach Girls. The Beach Girls. Next up we got a Jim Varney film, which is Ernest Goes to School. Ernest Goes to School. Good old Jim Varney film. All these came from Buy My Home Video, looks like. Buy My Home Video. Next up we got Transylvania 65,000. What did I get this for? Who is it? Who is it? No. I've never seen this film, y'all. Believe it or not, I've never seen this, and I just had to get it. Because I've heard great things about it, and I've heard some bad things about it. But mostly great, and I had to get it to check it out. I will be watching this very soon. Next up we have Office Space. Office Space. Now who did I get this for? Who is in this? I have no idea. Somebody's in this though. I got it for some reason. Office Space. It does have Jennifer Aniston in it, but that ain't the reason I got it. Somebody else got to be in that. Next up, we have a classic here that I've always seen when I went to the video store back in the day. Is Remote. Remote. Has anybody seen that before? Remote. Next up, we have Dolly Parton, Burt Reynolds in Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Union Supply Company. How about that? Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Next up we got Nightmare Weekend. Nightmare Weekend. Nightmare Weekend. Anybody seen that movie? Nightmare Weekend. That's an oldie but goodie. Nightmare Weekend. Wow. Box is a little messed up, but she's still intact. Nightmare Weekend. Next up we have Michael J. Fox is Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf. Michael J. Fox. Next up we got our John Ritter film is Stay Tuned. Stay Tuned, John Ritter. John Ritter is Stay Tuned. That's a great movie. I always enjoyed that. Buy My Home Video, right there. Bama Home Video. That's where most of these came from back in the day. Stay tuned. Next up we have one of the way back classics I used to watch way back in the day. And it just had a bunch of skits from everything. Just a bunch of skit films or skit clips. It's called Amazing Women on the Moon, or Amazon Women on the Moon. It's actually Amazon Women on the Moon. I always call it Amazing, but it's not right. Amazon Women on the Moon. Cool cover, right? Crazy cover. Amazon Women on the Moon. Next up we have The Forsaken. The Forsaken. Just watched that the other day. Again, for the first time in a while. The Forsaken. Watched it on a streaming service. It was on Freebie or TV or something there. Pluto or something it was on. The Forsaken. Which I've seen it a few times myself, but it's been a while. It came on Pluto or something the other day, and I sat down and watched it. When it came available on Marketplace, Facebook, auction, I had to get it. Next up, we have Magic. Magic. Has anybody seen Magic? That's a good movie. Magic. Anthony Hopkins and Margaret and Magic. Next up, we have Leslie Nielsen is Dracula, Dead and Loving It. Dracula, Dead and Loving It. Next up, we got something that I've never seen this now. I've never seen this. It is Pigs. Pigs. Has anybody seen Pigs? Comment below and let me know. I've never seen Pigs. That'd be a good watch. Next up, we have The Rage Carrie Part 2. The Rage Carrie Part 2. Next up, we have Terms of Endorsement. Now, I told the guy or the person that was selling these on Facebook Marketplace that I wasn't interested in this film because I done had it. But he sent it to me anyway. And I mean, didn't need it, but I guess he sent it anyway. It does have a missing clip right there. You have to get I'm going to have to replace if I'm going to keep it, I'm going to have to replace that. See, because that does not work. But I already got it anyway, so I may just trash this one. Or I'll fix it and I'll resell it to somebody else that wants this movie. Because I already got a copy of it. Put that to the side for right now. Next up, we have Jim Varney in The WrAsSLiN'vHs. Or The Roosters. However you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it The WrAsSLiN'vHs. The WrAsSLiN'vHs. Next up, we have, what is this? This movie is called Goofballs. Goofballs. And it is a side flap of some sort. That's a bottom flap here. Goofballs. Bottom flap. Never seen this movie either, y'all. Goofballs. Had a kooky looking art cover, so I had to get it and check it out. Goofballs. Next up, we have Skeeter. Skeeter. Next up, we have, who is this? Oh, no, it is Mr. T in DC Cab. Mr. T is DC Cab. Previously viewed movie guaranteed. DC Cab, Mr. T. And last but not least, we're down to the last one here, folks. It is Leslie Nielsen in Spaceship. Spaceship. Folks, I also picked this up at a thrift store the other day when I went thrifting a little bit. They had a bunch of VHSs, but I had most of them, and this one caught my eye. Did pick this up at the thrift store about a couple days ago. Homegrown. Had to get it because it's got Judge Reinhold in it. Homegrown. And there you have it, folks. VHS fans. A little movie haul for today. And that ends this segment, and we'll catch you on the next segment from NDT Collects Wrestling Plus VHS.
This segment was brought to you by NDT Collects Wrestling Plus VHS.